If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this single breakfast changed everything for me. I've been wearing this continuous glucose monitor for 30 straight days, testing the exact same breakfast every single morning. And what I discovered will blow your mind. Look at this. Completely flat blood sugar for 4 straight hours. No spikes, no crashes, just steady energy all morning long. But here's the crazy part. This breakfast costs less than $3 to make, takes 5 minutes to prepare, and it tastes incredible. Meanwhile, the breakfast most Americans eat, including the one my doctor recommended, sent my blood sugar through the roof every single time. I'm talking 180, 200, sometimes over 220 MER/DL spikes. That's dangerous territory, and it was happening every morning until I cracked this code. I'm not a doctor, but I am a guy who got tired of feeling terrible every morning and decided to figure this out once and for all. What I'm about to show you is 30 days of real data from my own body. Let's dive in. Let me show you what my mornings used to look like. Sound familiar? 2 slices of whole wheat toast, because that's healthy, right? Some butter, maybe a little jam. A couple of eggs. Orange juice because, hey, it's fruit. And coffee with a splash of milk and sugar. This is what that breakfast did to my blood sugar. Starting at a nice 95 mg/dL at 7 a.m. By 8:30, I'm at 185. By 9 a.m., I hit 201. That's pre-diabetic territory, folks. And the crash? By 10:30, I'm down to 78 and feeling like I got hit by a truck. Shaky hands, brain fog, cravings for more carbs. I was basically a blood sugar yo-yo, and it was ruining my entire morning productivity. So I go to my doctor. You know what he tells me? Eat more whole grains. Try oatmeal with fruit. Classic medical advice, right? So I tried it. Steel-cut oats with blueberries, a banana, and a drizzle of honey. Sounds healthy as hell. MER/DL. The oatmeal was worse than the toast. That's when I realized conventional breakfast wisdom is completely broken for anyone dealing with blood sugar issues. That's when I decided to ignore everything I'd been told and start from scratch. What I discovered over the next 30 days completely changed how I think about breakfast. I became obsessed. Every morning, same routine. Check my fasting glucose, eat breakfast, monitor for 4 hours, record everything. Week 1 was all about elimination. What if I just ate eggs? What about adding vegetables? What happens if I include healthy fats? Here's what I learned. It's not just about cutting carbs. It's about the perfect combination of protein, fat, and fiber that keeps your glucose steady while actually satisfying your hunger. Look at this. 3 eggs scrambled in butter. Pretty flat, but I was hungry again in 2 hours. Not sustainable. Then I tried adding avocado. Better satiety, still pretty flat glucose. But here's where it gets interesting. I started adding non-starchy vegetables. Bell peppers, spinach, mushrooms. The fiber slowed everything down even more. But the real breakthrough came when I discovered the magic ratio. It took me 18 days of testing to figure this out. But once I did, boom. Flat line for 4+ hours, sustained energy, no cravings. This is day 19 through 30. Same breakfast, same perfect results every single time. And here's the best part. I actually look forward to this breakfast now. It tastes amazing, fills me up, and gives me steady energy until lunch. All right, let me show you exactly what this breakfast looks like. And I want you to pay attention to the ratios here because this is the secret sauce. We start with 3 whole eggs, not egg whites, whole eggs. You need that fat content. Each egg gives you 6 grams of protein and 5 grams of healthy fat. That's 18 grams of protein and 15 grams of fat right there. But here's what most people get wrong. You can't just eat eggs and call it a day. Your body needs fiber to slow down digestion and keep you satisfied. This is where the magic happens. Half a cup of bell peppers. Any color works, I like red. 1/4 cup of mushrooms. And here's the key ingredient most people skip. 2 full cups of fresh spinach. I know that sounds like a lot, but watch what happens when we cook it. We're cooking everything in real butter, about a tablespoon. Not olive oil, not cooking spray. Butter. Your brain needs saturated fat, and it helps with the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins in those vegetables. Peppers and mushrooms go in first. We want them slightly caramelized. This takes about 3 minutes on medium heat. Now, the spinach. Look at this. 2 cups shrinks down to basically nothing. Spinach is like a fiber and nutrient bomb that takes up no space in your stomach. Eggs go in last. Scramble everything together. But here's the crucial part. Salt, pepper, and here's my secret weapon, a pinch of garlic powder and smoked paprika. The flavors make this actually craveable instead of feeling like diet food. And there it is. Doesn't look like much, does it? But this simple plate has kept my blood sugar flat for 12 straight days now. Let's break down the macros. 22 grams of protein, 18 grams of healthy fat, only 6 grams of net carbs, and 4 grams of fiber. But it's not just the numbers, it's how they work together. The protein triggers satiety hormones. The fat slows digestion. The fiber prevents glucose spikes. And the volume from the vegetables fills your stomach without adding carbs. Now let me explain why this works so much better than traditional breakfast foods. And I'm going to keep this simple because I'm not a scientist. I'm just a guy who tested this stuff on himself. When you eat toast, even whole grain toast, your body breaks it down into sugar pretty quickly. That sugar hits your bloodstream, your glucose spikes, your pancreas dumps insulin to bring it down. But then you crash. Your blood sugar drops below where you started, you feel terrible, and your body screams for more carbs. It's a vicious cycle. But when you eat protein and fat, with just a small amount of fiber-rich vegetables, everything slows down. The protein takes energy to digest. That's called the thermic effect. The fat triggers hormones that tell your brain you're satisfied. And this is the key part. The fiber from the vegetables forms a gel in your stomach that slows down digestion even more. It's like putting a time-release coating on your breakfast. The result? Steady energy instead of peaks and valleys. I used to need a snack by 10 a.m. Now I'm not even thinking about food until noon. But here's what really convinced me this works. It's not just the glucose readings. I feel completely different. My energy is stable. My brain is clear. I'm not cranky or shaky. I don't have mid-morning cravings. And I'm actually eating fewer calories overall because I'm not constantly hungry. Even my sleep improved. When your blood sugar is stable all day, you sleep better at night. My sleep tracker shows I'm getting 23% more deep sleep since I started this breakfast routine. Look, I'm not saying this will cure diabetes or replace your medication, but stable blood sugar is the foundation of feeling good, and breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Let me address the big objections I get whenever I talk about this breakfast. Number 1, but I don't have time in the morning. This takes 5 minutes, people, 5 minutes. You spend longer waiting for your coffee to brew, plus you can prep the vegetables ahead of time. Every Sunday, I chop peppers and mushrooms for the whole week. Store them in these containers, and each morning I just grab, cook, and go. Number 2, I'm not hungry for eggs every morning. I get it. But here's the thing. After about a week, your taste buds change. When your blood sugar is stable, you stop craving the sugary stuff. And you can mix it up. Sometimes I use different vegetables. Zucchini, asparagus, even leftover roasted Brussels sprouts. The formula stays the same. Protein, fat, fiber. Number 3, what about cholesterol? Look, I'm not a doctor, but my cholesterol actually improved eating this way. My HDL went up, my triglycerides went down. Here are my actual lab results from 6 months ago versus last month. Everything improved. But talk to your doctor about your specific situation. Number 4, I need carbs for energy. This is the biggest myth out there. You don't need to eat sugar to have energy. Your body can run beautifully on protein and fat. I've been tracking my energy levels on a 1 to 10 scale every day for 30 days. My average energy before this breakfast? 5.2. After? 7.8. That's a 50% improvement. And here's the thing nobody talks about. When you eat carbs for breakfast, you become dependent on carbs all day. It's like being on a sugar IV drip. Break that cycle, and your body learns to use its own stored energy. Now, I don't want you to think you have to eat the exact same thing every day. Once you understand the formula, you can customize this however you want. Protein options. 3 whole eggs is my go-to, but you could do 2 eggs plus some leftover chicken. Or turkey sausage. Just check the ingredients for added sugar. Some people do Greek yogurt, but make sure it's plain with no added sweeteners. For fats, butter is my favorite because it tastes great and doesn't oxidize when heated. But you could use ghee, coconut oil, or even add half an avocado on the side. Just don't use vegetable oils. They're inflammatory. Vegetables are where you can get really creative. The key is non-starchy vegetables with good fiber content. Spinach is my staple because it's mild and shrinks down. But try kale if you want more nutrients. Broccoli works great. Cauliflower, even shredded cabbage. For flavors, this is where it gets fun. Mediterranean style. Add some sun-dried tomatoes and oregano. Mexican style. Throw in some jalapenos and cumin. Indian style. Turmeric and a tiny bit of curry powder. And you can adjust portions based on your size and activity level. I'm 6.2 and pretty active, so 3 eggs works for me. If you're smaller, maybe start with 2 eggs and see how you feel. I tested a bunch of these variations and they all kept my glucose flat. The key is maintaining that protein-fat-fiber ratio. You can even adjust the timing. I eat this at 7 a.m. and I'm good until noon. But if you work out in the morning, you might want to eat half before your workout and half after. The point is, this isn't a rigid diet. It's a template. Once you understand why it works, you can make it work for your lifestyle. All right, let's talk about making this sustainable. Because knowing what to do and actually doing it every day are 2 different things. First, shopping. This is what I buy every week. 2 dozen eggs, 2 pounds of bell peppers, 1 pound of mushrooms, and those big containers of organic spinach. Total cost? About $15, and it covers breakfast for 2 people for a week. Sunday meal prep is crucial. Spend 10 minutes chopping vegetables. I use these glass containers because they don't absorb odors and you can see what's inside. Morning routine. Heat pan while you're brushing your teeth. Throw in pre-chopped vegetables, crack eggs, scramble everything together. While it's cooking, make your coffee. Total time, 5 minutes max. Cleanup is easy too. 1 pan, 1 spatula, 1 plate. I actually eat this right out of the pan sometimes when I'm in a hurry. Traveling? Most hotels have microwaves now. I bring a few eggs and pre-cut vegetables in a cooler bag. You can make a version of this almost anywhere. Eating out? Every diner in America can make you a vegetable scramble. Just ask for no toast, no potatoes, extra vegetables. Most places are happy to accommodate. If you're serious about this, track your results. You don't need a CGM like I have, but even checking your blood sugar 2 hours after breakfast with a regular glucose meter will show you the difference. And here's a psychology tip. Stack this habit with something you already do. I make this breakfast right after I feed my dog. Same time, same sequence every day. Let me show you what 30 days of this breakfast did for me. And remember, this is real data from my own body. Average morning glucose spike before, 87 mg/dl above baseline. Average spike after switching to this breakfast, 12 mg/dl. That's an 86% reduction in glucose variability. Energy levels. Before, I rated my morning energy at an average of 5.2 out of 10. After 30 days, 7.8 out of 10. Consistent, sustainable energy without crashes. Weight change. I wasn't trying to lose weight, but I dropped 6 pounds just from having stable blood sugar and fewer cravings. My body composition improved too. Lost fat, maintained muscle. Mood stability. I tracked this on a simple app. Before, my mood swings were all over the place. Hangry by 10 a.m., afternoon crashes. Now, steady throughout the day. Work productivity. I actually tracked my deep work sessions. Before this breakfast, I could focus for maybe 45 minutes at a time. Now I'm doing 2-hour focused work blocks regularly. Sleep quality improved by 23% according to my sleep tracker. Stable blood sugar during the day equals better sleep at night. And maybe most importantly, food cravings are basically gone. I used to think about food constantly. Now I eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm satisfied, and don't obsess about my next meal. Look, I know this sounds too good to be true, but this is just what happens when you work with your biology instead of against it. Here's what I want you to do. Don't take my word for this. Test it yourself. I'm challenging you to try this exact breakfast for 7 days straight. Track how you feel, track your energy, and if you have a glucose meter, track your blood sugar. Remember the formula: high-quality protein, healthy fats, and non-starchy vegetables with fiber. Start with eggs, add vegetables, cook in real butter. Keep it simple. Track your results. Write down how you feel each morning, your energy levels at 10 a.m., and whether you're hungry before lunch. Data doesn't lie. If you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, or just tired of feeling terrible every morning, you owe it yourself to try this. Your mornings set the tone for your entire day. And leave a comment below with your results. I read every single comment, and I love hearing how this is working for people. We're building a community of people who refuse to accept that feeling crappy is normal. Your health is in your hands. Every morning is a chance to choose foods that heal your body instead of harming it. This breakfast is healing food that actually tastes good. If this video helped you, smash that subscribe button. I'm putting out videos like this continuously, all focused on helping you take control of your health through real food choices. From my kitchen to yours, keep choosing foods that love you back. Mad love and peace. Remember, flatline blood sugar, sustained energy, no crashes. This is what optimal feels like.